Today I'll be talking about how we can all help homeless animals within our community. In order to do that, we need to be a part of the cause. There are many homeless animals roaming the streets. They're frightened, lonely. All they're really looking for is a family, a home, a nice warm area to fall asleep at, have food, have water, and just love. We need to know our community, therefore, we need to know how many animals are in our community that are out on the streets right now. We need to do our part by fixing our animals, neutering, spaying them, so therefore, reproduction will not continue to happen as much as it has been. By reproducing, it's just causing litter after litter of animals that we just cannot take care of, which just forces us putting them out onto the streets or into shelters. By knowing the number within our community or even in the United States, by focusing on that number, we can really look on to getting those numbers down to a more manageable level. The current problem in today's time is not helping animals that are in need. PETA is People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. It follows the principle that animals do not belong to us. They are not here for our experiments, whether that is health experiments, medical experiments. We are not to abuse them. It helps with abuse on animals, but it does not help them to get off the streets. And that is what we're looking to do, is to get them into homes and not sleeping outside. Failure to neuter and spay animals leads to many babies. And that leads to them may or may not be wanted by a family. If the unwanted animals, if they're not adopted, they are then dropped off at a shelter or left on the side of the road. And in many unfortunate conditions, many babies are thrown into trash bags and tossed into dumpsters. Unfortunately, there are no accurate statistics for Western Mass based on how many homeless animals reside here. But within the United States, roughly there are 70 million homeless animals, and only 6.5 million animals are delivered into a shelter every year. So that means over 60 million animals are still homeless in the world. Or they're just dying while they're homeless. They didn't even get the chance to experience a loving home or a loving family. The ethical principles are in question are justice, beneficence, and non-maleficence. Justice that is in question is unequal treatment towards different animals. So, some information that I did find in regards to Holloman. She stated that there are more dogs homeless than there are cats. And I really feel like that is due to how high maintenance dogs are than cats. Cats are more independent. Dogs really require for you to take care of them. Beneficence maximizes the homeless animals' well-being by getting them off the streets. Non-maleficence is in order to avoid harm, we can start to adopt. Relevant ethical issues. there is an issue within the ethical standpoint of that being justice, non-maleficence, and beneficence. So many homeless animals are out in the world being mistreated, mistreatment coming from abuse or being left for dead. The three ethical issues in question are that we do not treat all animals equally. There are more dogs than cats that are homeless. Assuming, due to high maintenance of taking care of a dog, like I just said in the previous slide. The last two ethical issues that are in question is just due to people not taking charge and getting the animals out of harm's way. By getting more homeless animals into shelters and into forever homes, we are maximizing their well-being. I tend to notice a lot of people just throwing dogs or just animals in general off on the side of the road or in dumpsters rather than taking them to a shelter. There are many ways we can help, but the top three that I have found within my research is to adopt and rescue, because by rescuing animals, it gives that homeless animal a forever home, and it also opens up a new spot for another animal in need of help so that they can get into a shelter and off the street. So not only are you helping one animal, you're helping another. And off topic, but I have participated in this. I did rescue my current dog a year ago. Him and his brother were in the South Carolinas, left in a box in a Walmart parking lot by a dumpster. So they were not at a shelter. They were, in fact, by a dumpster. And he is healthy, thriving, and super happy. And I am extremely proud of it. Another way we can help is by volunteering at local shelters. Helping out gives the team members that already work there kind of just an extra hand, so that they can do more things and maybe get out into the world looking for animals to bring in while you are there at the shelter helping. And by donating money, it provides either an expansion to the current shelter, or it can open up a new shelter to bring in more animals. It's time to act. By spreading the word about fostering and rescuing, it's very crucial when it comes to helping homeless animals. The more we rescue and adopt animals, the faster we can get more and more animals into a healthy, safe, and loving home. These animals were left for dead all alone. We should be doing this kind of help to relieve some stress at our local shelters take on. They can only accept so many strays until they have to terminate the sick in order to bring in healthier animals that have a better chance of surviving in the long run. Here are my references that I provided. The above, PETA is all about the ethical treatment of animals, and all of my other information based on statistics and how to help animals is all found within this source. Thank you.